For my cultural artifact speech, I will be doing it over the comedy and tragedy masks. I only have the comedy mask here because I do not have the tragedy mask. Imagine you are behind the stage curtain, ready to walk out in front of an audience and deliver your first line. You are shaking and you can't stop sweating, but finally your legs walk you out. You are now standing in front of a huge gathering of people, waiting to hear your voice and your entertainment. Theater first began in 400 BCE in ancient Greece. Many early thespians loved to put on shows to entertain the town, nearby cities, and even for royals. In theater, costumes were the most important aspect because it added emotion and devotion to the play. With this emotion came masks. Masks were one of the only things back then that brought out emotion in plays and told the audience how to feel. Masks, especially the comedy and tragedy mask, showed plain emotion and added to the show. Since costumes were the most important aspect of a show, they made use of what was around them. For clothes, it was basic cloth, like a cloak or undergarments. For masks, it was things gathered up, such as wood, linen, real hair, and cork. These costume pieces put together served one purpose to tell apart characters. This would happen a lot as there were limited cast and clothing items helped insinuate a character change. At this point, the audience would understand the change that happened. In ancient Greece, only two types of plays were in existence: comedy and tragedy. Plays such as Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth, and The Wasps are great examples of classic comedies and tragedies. However, the term comedy and tragedy doesn't mean funny and sad. The term actually changed in theater over the years. Back in ancient Greece, a comedy play consisted of comic hero, a happy ending, and ambiguity in language. However, a tragedy consisted of a tragic hero, a sad ending, and a concrete language. Whether it be a comedy or tragedy, every aspect in the world of theatrics derived from ancient Greek's work. For example, the most widely recognized drama symbol, the comedy and tragedy mask, is used to identify thespians and their works. Not only are the plays the Greeks put on one of the most important elements in the history of theater, but what they used as well. Some of the most important documents in theater we have derive from the ancient Greek, and plays to come will still always have a hint of comedy and tragedy. Comedy and tragedy was first brought up to me in 8th grade. When I had my first drama class, I did not think I would like it, and I only had it for a class filler. However, the moment knew I loved theater was when we visited an elementary school to teach about it. I had talked to them about comedy and tragedy plays, and I even introduced them to theater games. As the school year went on, I remember high school theater students came to visit to talk to us about MHHS theater, and I was thrilled. When 8th grade was over and my high school career went on, I became the theater's lighting technician for all of our plays and one acts. I knew the computer program like the back of my hand, just like I did the theater auditorium. In total, I served as lighting technician for 9 plays, acted in 3 plays, and acted and served as lighting technician in school events hosted by our theater department. I also trained a couple of students on lighting and theater, as well as younger students, for example, students in middle school who showed interest in theater. Theater isn't just acting, it's technical. Theater is spreading the love of what Greeks started back in 300 BCE. Most importantly, theater is showing interest and participating in what started as comedy and tragedy.